What is up, everybody? It is Anashi here, and welcome back to episode 14 of This is the Police, and Happy New Year. This episode, and believe the episode before this, will be released after January 1st, so 2024. So yeah, but last time we took down two gangs. We took down, first of all, the Mafia, Vicus Varga, and then we took down the Keyless's gang, which is a big win for us. We made a lot of money from those. We did, however, lose faith with Ron Atticus and the Atticus Corporation, so we don't have those benefits anymore because we sided with his rival. So let's see how that plays out for us. So let's dive right on in. So, radio stations face additional tax. Study finds stray dogs more dangerous than sharks, and tainted blue velvet party cookies can cause convulsions. And yeah, City Hall likes us. Our officers like us because we have been treating them well. My friend just crashed into someone's car at an intersection, and she's in terrible panic. Can I go? Yeah, go ahead. I drank too much. I don't think I can. Yeah, we know what happens when our officers drink. My band is playing a charity concert. You're coming tomorrow. You just switched from the other shift. Fine. Core, they're crying, afraid they won't be allowed to live with me. You're coming tomorrow. Damn, we're down one. We're down like two officers, three officers, and then one from shift A, one detective. Wow. Okay, let's go see in the catalog. Let's go see if we can buy something. What's left to buy? I think we bought almost everything from the catalog. Yeah. Let's go ahead and buy. Let's do this one. Yeah, it's only $199, and we buy that one last. We'll pop it in. See what this sounds like. Oh, that's quite nice. Last year, we actively fought against unregistered business activities and great companies who shamelessly use loopholes in the law. We've tightened some rules, making it more difficult for fraudsters to rent business premises and import goods into the city. Of course, they immediately became outraged and threatened to form a protest under the windows of City Hall. We must teach these parasites to respect the law. Permission for the use of force is granted if required. Ooh. My share. That's right, Clementine Burrows. Yep. Rushing had a funeral because he died from the bees. Small business protests. Around 80 entrepreneurs and representatives of small business subs surround City Hall, shouting Rogers is a business killer. Right. Guess I have no choice but to send officers. What a waste of resources. Jack, the mayor, is acting illegally in the interest of his friends from the major corporations, which are literally destroying our community's small businesses. Many of his initiatives are contrary to federal law, and if the police end up using force, then you'll be the one that takes the rap. You'd better cover your ass in case things get ugly. Well, we can't use it against Varga, which sucks. We took him down. Evidence against Melissa Spain as our officer will retroactively issue a random officer some shares in one of the companies that would benefit from the closure of the small businesses. Everything will look like the officers behind the crackdown of the protest. Do I want to be crooked like fine. I'm sorry, Spain. You're a good officer. Gotta save my ass, though. The school principal called him to report an altercation which occurred in the school cafeteria. Hey, you fat cow, where's your udder? Yelled Miguel Marquinos to Emma Hadzik as she passed by his table with her lunch tray. Emma blushed and then lashed out at the offender. The teachers don't want to interfere. Miguel had it coming. Oh boy. Chavez and Samadi.
1312 in progress.
Jezebel Escalante was walking the park earlier and saw a strange man dressed in a police uniform. He was going around yelling at people, showing them his gun and threatening everyone. Then he ran over to the dogs and rolled around in the grass. He's clearly not in his right mind, and he was scaring everyone. Frankly, I don't even think he's even a real cop. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Don't have Varga services, and we don't have Atticus. Yikes. Oh. Seeing the police, the man walks up close and salutes. The outfit's obviously from a costume shop, but the gun looks real enough. I'm surprised that actually worked. Mr. Boyd, I have long turned a blind eye to the activities of the women's clinic, which in essence is an abortion clinic for sluts. Happily, the management humbly recognized their sin and delivered to our church plenty of the nutrients necessary for the preparation of our divine powder. But recently, the hospital replaced its chief doctor, and he refuses to continue honoring the arrangements established by his pious predecessors. Fortunately, I was able to quickly find an alternate supplier, and our production was not affected. However, this upstart doctor needs to be taught a lesson in Christian humility. I'm sure you have people who know how to cut out a man's pride with a scalpel and hold the anesthesia. Jeez. We did suppress it by force, but only because we didn't take the fall. Otherwise, I would not.
311A complete.
Bomb threat. Hello, is this the police? There's a bomb at the elementary school. The person called the threat had a high, clear voice, but then there was some interference in the background and the signal was lost. Oh boy. Kojak. Today, Eddie's Burger is hosting the annual fry eating championships. A police presence is required. Okay. $42 from the bishop. I guess every dollar counts. Luckily today is a relatively relaxed day.
in progress. 1010A.
Okay. A drug addict at the rehab center stole an expensive respirator and locked himself in a closet. The nurse tried to reason with him, but he just hugged the apparatus and insisted it was his property. When the hospital employees tried to help him up, he grabbed a knife from his pocket and stabbed one of them in the shoulder. Jeez, okay. The police searched the school, no bomb was found. A schoolgirl by the name of Lily Austin had decided to disrupt school today in hopes of avoiding a test she hadn't studied for. Okay. Touch relics, funeral by phone, forgiveness of sins. 3 more days. We might go for another detective slot, I think. Yeah, I think we might go for another detective slot. Or upgrade the SWAT again. Not quite sure. 2 active cases right now. Both from Shift B. Let's see. Bowling, Ames, Delozar, Cadeau. Cadeau, Ames, Har, Weaver, Bowling. Let's put Ziegler on this one. Sharrow, Carson. Put Beasley. No, put Anderson on this one. Now all detectives are in both cases.
In progress. 911 complete.
Good stuff. The guard at a large toy store detained a boy who he suspected of theft. I'm sure he stuffed something down his pants, but he couldn't find anything. The little thief won't stop crying. Come over quick. We received an anonymous tip today. Later this evening, a large shipment of heroin will arrive in the port. The cargo is well guarded, and according to the source, the drug runners won't be giving up without a fight. Alright. Set of all available officers. Sucks that we have to bring Samadhi all the way back up. Oh well. City prosecutors have reason to believe that you seriously exceeded your judicial powers during today's protest. We're calling you in for official questioning. The boy didn't steal anything. The child's mother severely scolded the guard and took her frightened son back home.
412C in progress. 1111A.
Oh, heroin found. Bring it to the station. We can't ask the mafia to sell it because there's no mafia. The bar's owners report that his bartender was attacked by a patron. The bartender refused to serve a customer because he looked too young and wouldn't show his ID. So the guy got mad, jumped over the counter, smashed the bottle of whiskey, and now he's starting to stab the bartender. Boy. Behind the bar is a young guy with a piece of glass in his hand. The frightened bartender is in tears.
412C.
And that should end this day. Affairs. Sweet work. Okay. Oh, one last call. A crowd gathered in the shadow of the casino chanting slogans recommending the prohibition of gambling in Freeburg. Gambling is a disease, or so they keep repeating. Meanwhile, the casino has hired an athletic group of young men to push back the unruly crowd. Alright, we'll send everybody. Might as well. Oh. Alright. They're both from Shift B, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Ames and Anderson are on the case. Or bowling, I mean. Okay. Or maybe one more officer slot instead of a detective slot. I think that might help. We'll see.
216 complete.
Good. End the day. Police brutally crack down on peaceful business protests. Writer Ivan Bykov presents magnum opus. NGO distributes free condoms in city center. Yeah. My son was in a car accident. The doctors are fighting for his life right now. I just can't manage to work today. Can I have the day off? Sure. While I was taking out the trash last night, I actually got into some poison ivy. Okay. Jeez. Oh wait, that was Shift B. Okay, that's fine. This is Shift A. Go play this one back. Hey. Yeah, the prostituters.
1010A in progress.
Oh, some crazy man in a clown suit stopped a school bus. The driver pulled over and he threw a grenade inside. It didn't explode, but the children are too afraid to move. Oh boy.
A in progress.
8 frames. We know he got shot. Probably got killed with a knife. Yeah. Okay. And then let's see this one. Oops. Polaroids, yeah. Loud. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have the last reels for that. 6 drunks had a few too many and started fighting with each other. One of the men pulled out a bottle of liquor and smashed it on the pavement, then stabbed his former companion with it. The police are on the line with retiree Georgina Miller, who's watching this unfold right outside her front window. I've had enough of these drunk monkeys. They're always so loud and my favorite television programs about to start. And that's what you care about. Jeez. The children are crying, quietly singing the bus. Outside the bus, there's a man in a clown suit giggling. Yeah, we should. Oh. Well. I guess we weren't supposed to shoot him with the taser.
911 in progress.
A man accompanied by a hippie-like girl dragged a rare yellow monkey out of his cage, hid it somewhere, then quickly left the zoo. What the hell? Good. Let's see. You're both in the academy. You're very tired. I would have replaced it with him. Can we fire him? Oh, he's too... Could fire him for being too old about him. Could get him instead, but... A store employee noticed a woman who resembles the famous swindler Lee Kuan Yew, whose picture has been on TV many times. A man in a clown suit entered a bank, presented the cashier with a check for $250 billion, and demanded the cash in. He threatened the bank would face serious consequences if they couldn't pay out the entire amount in cash, reported the head of the branch. What's up with the clown suits today? The place is mostly empty. One wearing sunglasses picks him in orange. The woman throws an orange at the cops, overturns some boxes, and runs for the back door.
1210 complete.
Interesting.
910C in progress.
5 armed robbers broke into the bank and demanded access to the safety deposit boxes. The manager agreed after they shot one of the customers in the leg. During the turmoil, excuse me, a security guard and 5 visitors were able to escape and call the police. There were still over a dozen hostages inside. Alright. The man in the council was the famous performance artist Sigmund Hammerling. Apparently, Czech was supposed to warn the public that the financial system was on the verge of collapse. Jeez.
910C complete. Progress.
Insurance companies' offices are home to a fresh scandal. One of their clients is accusing them of inflating her insurance premium after her husband's death in a car crash. The woman was shaking her fist as she delivered a punishing speech, then grabbed one of the agents by the tie and bounced his head off the table. So much violence. Betty Sanchez told the police that she accidentally discovered some shocking entries in her husband Victor's private journal. He's planning to enter the train station and break open a large capacity storage tank filled with mercury. According to Betty, Victor hasn't been himself ever since our son died serving in the army. I don't know this man. I'm very scared of him. Huh. Probably should have sent everybody, but at least we have 4 officers on call.
412A completion.
You know what? I'll send you to the academy, Samadhi. Let's rank you up, get you back to where you were. Aaron Griggs noticed a creepy man in the cemetery during a heavy downpour. He was ignoring the rain, just walking with purpose through the graveyard. I think he was planning to attack somebody, but then he just hurried off. I bet it comes out he's some kind of serial killer. Oh boy. Good.
311B in progress.
The 3 plant workers were drinking beer on a bench and started harassing a group of young sportsmen who were talking at the bar. The men started calling the athletes this word that I'm not going to say and laughed at them and then threw one into an empty bench. At first, the athletes were ignoring the bullies, but their patience was at an end. One of them grabbed the beer tap and broke a plant worker's head open with a single blow. The 7 athletes then rallied together and started beating up the remaining men. Sure, we'll send everybody this time. Got more at that.
1210 complete.
All new frames found. That means everything was found. This suspicious man was the local gravedigger who recently found an extra bit of work. So yeah, we have everything for this one. I'm pretty sure we have everything for this one. Yeah. The place has turned into a real battle. More workers joined in to help their friends from the factory, and the fight expanded to involve several dozen people. The fight grinds to a halt and 2 athletes approach the police. The fuck you think you're doing here? We got this. We don't need you. The men look quite menacing, armed with bricks and ironwork. nightstick.
311 complete.
I would have tasered him, but I think the nightstick was the safest route. And good day. Alright, court hearing time. Study, drunk people are more attractive, reclusive millionaire bequeath fortune to city, and women's clinic requires mayor's protection from pro-life activists. I'm pretty sure we're fine. Yep. And here today's our court hearing. Yikes. Mr. Boyd, why did you send the police to small business protests? For public safety. There could have been more armed men among the protesters. Do you think that this peaceful demonstration put people's safety at risk? In such situations, it's always better to be safe than suffer the consequences. Are you or your family personally involved in any kind of business? No. We've always been simple hard workers and never climbed the ladder. Yep. Did you have some kind of interest in suppressing the protests? For me, police chief, it's always better if everything goes nice smoothly without any trouble. Mr. Boyd, did you give the order to suppress the protest by force? An internal investigation found that the initiator of this unfortunate event did it for personal gain.